No, there's the moon. Later than it was the other night, and it's not near as far up. But there it is. And kind of weird. Crickets and frogs. I think both. Haven't heard them for a while. And all of Wally's group is bedded down in a lot. And I don't know if Cowboy's group is up here or not. But I'm down here because of a funny sound. I couldn't tell from the house if it was an airline leaking out here, or I thought maybe one of the water lines in there leaking. That's not where it's coming from. It's coming from out here. Can you hear it? Just a constant hiss sound from bugs, I guess. Anyway, Bandit says it's time to go to bed. So does Ghost, and so does Balin over there. So that's what I'm gonna do. And we'll see what tomorrow brings. And yeah, we're just below 80 degrees right now. I don't know what it's actually going to cool down to, but if it's still this warm this late, it's not going to be very cool in the morning, especially with an east wind right now. Dang moon's still out. Oh well. Hey, happy Sunday morning. 60 degrees and 90% humidity this morning. So yes, things are a little damp. Get my feeding done and grab the load bar and a decent screwdriver to use to put it back in instead of my Leatherman like I took it out. Put that together and see if things work. And if so, get some water flying. And that is a drop. I need to pull the weights off the back here, open this and see where the leaky is. Hopefully it's something I can fix and not have to buy a new cooler. Hey, you guys coming for breakfast or not? I think Blue's still in bed. But Red's gonna come and get some breakfast. I've already had to move the bike twice, get it closer to me. I can't reach them when they're playing with it to swat them, but at least I don't got to climb all the way out. And I don't know what they're doing to the Traveler. But hey, one's over eating grass. One kid's catching a snack. And I don't know where this is all the, most of the younger ones. I don't know where the hell the rest of them are. Unless they're still down there snacking on those bales. Could be. I don't know. These girls came from the barn direction when I came out here. And I'm getting there. We're all wired up down here. I know some things just don't look so good, but this one got a bit warm. I cut an inch off the end of it just to keep the knot where the insulation burned off up away where nobody's going to touch it. Things I want to change. This switch is for our little pump, which originally was put on with the pump that was here, and that's an old water tank upright in the ground, and everybody uses that black roll-out pipe, which makes me cringe because there's a reason we don't use it anymore. There's a line that runs right straight up that way. There used to be 2 or 3, used to be 3 spigots off it yet. One not too far from where the excavator's sitting. If I get you in a better spot, you can see that, right? Boom. Like this, the other side of it somewhere. Another one toward the other end of that barn, before that barn was there, the back barn where the steers are. And the other up by the pump house where the garden was. And that's what that was used for. But gophers love to chew that black pipe. That's why it amazes me that so many people still use it. I mean, gophers, voles, anything that digs in the ground besides a mole, they chew through it. So anyway, now we use it as a primer pump for the big one, because you're looking at, you know, with that pipe, you're looking at pouring about 1.5 gallons or 2 gallons in and having it primed, versus, what is this, about 1.5 gallons per foot just for this suction line. And it's 20, yeah, I think it's 20 foot, 24 foot, 24 foot. Plus the couple of gallons that the pump holds, plus the couple of gallons you got to get above the pump before it'll actually prime. So anyway, that's why there's a string on here, because you can push it back. But you know, you're kind of close. Pull it to shut it off. That is all going to get changed later. Our plug-in, this is for the little pump. We put that in a few years ago. That is going to get changed. Everything's going to be changed when it gets done, and it's going to be a lot nicer. And what I'm really, really hoping for is for these lines to the main pump to put a plug in. And it'd be nice if it wasn't so freaking close to the ground. It is 19 inches from here to the ground. And yes, the power company did that. When the pole, see where the pole used to set. Literally, the pole was where that stick is. Back in the day. There, just to the left of the suction line. Like off the end of my finger. And when, you know, muskrats and nutria ate the bank away and the bank fell away, the pole was hanging by the guy wire, and they came out and tied lines both directions to hold it until the floodwaters went down. But when they put all this in, it used to be the meter. Yeah, would have been about here. Meter'd be just above my head, which put the box right here, which put the bottom of it about 4 feet off the ground. Anyway, that's still one of my gripes, because my knees can't take this crap anymore. Anyway, what I got left to do at the moment is put the fuses in and see what happens. It's about all I can do, and I'm putting a little dielectric grease on, especially on that one fuse. And let me try to polish that one up a little, being it's not connected at the moment. Well, she's going. And actually that sounds a little better, so I think that not so good connection on that one fuse has been an issue for a little while, like a week or so. Because that sounds smoother. And the other thing it didn't do for about the last week after it's gotten going, it started surging like there's a water hammer going on. And that whole line would be jumping. And it didn't do that at all. That was smooth as could be. Oh, hey. That's something I should have checked earlier, I guess. I finally got them to leave the bike alone. So now I can go up and, number one, make sure that the sprinkler's going and we didn't have something unhooked. Oh, but I don't need to go up to do that. You can just see it. But I do have to go up and move the tractor and set the turbine speed and engage the clutch so it'll bring that in. Talk about a roadblock. I I've had to push my way this far already. Because they don't want to move. I know I'm right up against him. Buddy, you gotta move. See, I told you. Yeah, I told you I'm still gonna bump you because you're in the way. Look out. There's my pest. Oh, you guys pushing my pest away for? It's been a couple days. I haven't visited with her. What you know, sweetheart? You come say hello? Come say hello. You're not gonna come and see me? Okay, well then I'm gonna go do what I gotta do and maybe you'll talk to me when I come back. She didn't let me get anywhere. 111J snuck up behind and started rubbing on here, so she came up and started licking on my arms. Now my arm's all slobbery. But nah, I still gotta get up there. Hey, there's Boomer. Oh, there's everybody else. Ty suggested we open the gate up there so they can get back and forth. Save confusing the calves too much. And there's more of this frickin' weed. I know Ty identified what it was. She's got that app on her phone. It just pops up. The other day it wasn't here. There's like, right up in there, there's like another 10 of them right along the fence row. Kind of crazy. Oh yeah, and a tansy. Right there. I ain't gonna worry about that one at the moment because they're not gonna eat on it, and maybe get out and get it sprayed. That way you know it's killed. If you pull it and you break the root off, it comes back anyway. And if you pull it and there's other seeds in the ground right there, it stirs them up and then they'll sprout too. Well, those are the two out of the combine. They both test good enough before being charged to see what they'll do. And what I was told many, many years ago from the used to be the distributor of Optima batteries, if you want to put them on a 10 amp charge or more, those two will do 2 amp or 10 amp. So those are on a 10 amp. We'll see if you want to quote fry them up is what I was told. And those two both test to be okay. And where did I put their mates? Oh, there's their mates. Those two are shit. I may still try them, but get these two fried up and maybe they'll go back in that combine and run it. And get those two fried up, and since that one's a blue top, if it'll fry up good, it might go in the dump trailer. It might work for a while. And Ty got the little traveler pulled out and going. Dogs are picking on the calves in the barn. And Ty just picked up a bunch of stuff that Scamazon brought last night. One of them's an attic fan. I gotta find time to do that, but I ain't doing it when it's this hot. It was 80 degrees at 8 o'clock this morning. I have no idea what it is now. But I am going to go with Ralph's Ty and we'll go check some hay fields and maybe attempt to bale. What are you in here barking at? How come they're all at the other end? What if I told you about leaving them alone? He's the pain in the butt one. Go figure, right? Hey, we're just cruising around. Just check that piece. It's
crispy.
Yeah. About 6 cranks to break it. 3 cranks is the magic number. And then check the other one I cut up the road, and it is wet on the bottom. So the farther up the hill, the more rain it got.
And just so everyone knows, I'm not tedding the next 2 days with 100+ degree heat and the extreme heat advisory that we're under.
Yeah.
And
last night,
my car's lying on what temperature it is.
It says 70. We know better than that. It's over 85. And I'm not even going to check that back there.
Yeah, we know that's wet.
That was the last one I cut. But now we're going to go do a little measuring on a truck axle and well, we already measured the axle. We're going to measure the spindle mount this time.
I hope we don't get ditched out.
Because Maury has been having a hell of a time trying to find the spindle.
Mostly me.
Yeah, mostly her. We've all been looking. I even reached out way back east and asked Brent if he knew of something. He says there's one derelict truck sitting around with a heavy front
So if
axle.
anyone at all, it's a 1990 Western Star 4900. They do not make parts for her anymore. So if anyone has any idea where one is, comment below. Because I'm desperate.
And apparently Eaton no longer makes that axle, which, I mean, that happens.
And it doesn't transpose to any numbers that are like it either.
Yeah, it doesn't. There's nothing else comes up saying it's the same thing. So, but Maury just measured the yoke on the back side of the spindle where it attaches to the axle and the kingpin size. So we're gonna go over to his parts truck and
Open that damn thing again.
see if we can.
See if we can break the hood off.
Yeah, see if we can break the hood off. Might be able to do without taking the hood up. But, and that might be all we do today. I really don't know. But they decided, what,
We might just be working in the basement.
102 is the last figure they gave us for today, and we're usually
There's
5
the door
to 10
open
degrees
again.
higher. So we'll see. And she was pointing at the front of the fire station. They got
When I
a
came
door
home
open.
yesterday, all the doors were open, which never happens. California, stop.
They turn the air conditioning on high and then open all the doors and wonder why the air conditioning don't keep it cool in there. Never guess what I'm doing today. That's the last piece I'm going to do. One over there is done. One down the road's done. Do this and then get moved to the next one because it's not too far away. But if you remember when I cut this, in the windrow it actually had pretty good color. Yeah. Heavy dew every morning. And this up here was still damp on the bottom from the rain. So I don't know how much rain they got up here. We got a whole 14/100ths of an inch. But this is south up on halfway up the hill, and I'm going to guess there's at least a 1/4 inch, maybe more. Oh, looks like I got a yellow jacket buzz in the front. I know where he came from. The very end down there, I didn't see any flying when I buzzed over it, but you know, I know they're there. Then I get to here and screw myself up because I'm going to go right straight through so I don't jog over in the middle. Come up here and cut in at the corner. It makes it so much nicer later. Kind of messes me up coming into bail, but that's only for one round, not a whole bunch. Anyway, if it was drier and we were bailing behind it, I'd be in here, but instead she's helping her mother in the basement. And she just texted me, it's gonna go home pretty soon, Daddy. I'm gonna make her feed for me first. But I'll do that when I get home.
They're hunting.
Coyote out there hunting. Becky just picked me up. I moved over to the field that is across the road kind of from there. It's over there a ways. Anyway, she was just telling me that there was a coyote out there.
Creek when I saw him coming up. He'd been getting a drink and he went up into the hayfield and he's been hunting up there for the last hour.
But of course, you know, once he's up there, we have no safe place.
No.
Because there's...
I was going to get him when he was down below, but by the time I got the gun, he was...
there's houses in those trees. If he's getting something, that's fine. And we don't have any young enough calves to worry about unless you get 3 or 4 of them together, which we have seen 2 and 3 together.
And they stayed clear away from him until he got up there, and then they finally came out.
Yep.
So
anyway, that's my day, and as
Dust
soon
over
as
there, hopefully not
that
fire.
sprinkler down there is in, I'm going to go shut it off. Zoom me back in. See, it's still going. And Ty was nice enough to actually feed for me. It's just late
the
enough.
bike's in the shade over here.
I keep getting told the bike's in the shade. It's the same place Becky parked like a week ago and said it's in the shade, and it wasn't.
It is in the shade. You fucking...
Anyway, there. That's the rest of the day. Hope y'all had a great Sunday. Hope everybody has a great Monday. And when I asked Ty about an hour and a half ago what the temperature was outside, it was just over 102 then. And everybody I know that was running combines today that I talked to today said that by 2 o'clock they were going to be completely shut down. Well, they shut down before me.